art battle, where I'm going to take 2 packs, open them up, pick my favorite artwork from each, and then pin them against each other for one definitive opinion on the best card. So we have the Verdant Knight. Not a big fan of the scene overall. I don't know if it's the colors or what. This is more my style, a little darker, kind of cavey. I like it so far. The Babbling Brook here. Then we have Lava Flow. I am a big sucker for fire, but I'm gonna say no on that. We've got Thundering Giant. Really tough. Same color scheme, right? It's really, I think Thundering Giant wins it for me. It's really tough to go away from that. Definitely not picking the most ordinary rock. Um, this is a tough art piece. I'm going to put this in the back. This also has some characters to it. This has the least of all of my favorite things. Same, it's one character, but I don't know that I like it as much as the giant, the bear. No, I really like this. Maybe that's where I've seen the Purple Knight is on this card. Which is really kind of sick, if that is how that's going on. So, okay, I think it's between these three. Let's put this over here. These three, and just all factor right off the bat. I mean, these bottom two win it. I'm trying not to overlook it. When I start looking at the like foliage detail, I think this is pulling out. And then we've got Pond with the deer, and then we've got the Thundering Giant. I think this one on the left, it makes me feel the most. And there's something about this contrast, this yellow and all these blue cards. This is going to win the pack battle for the pack itself. And now we must find its competitor, the second pack here. If I could ever get into it. All right. We're in it. So we've got an exceptional. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at here. I'll have to return to that terrifying card. That's definitely not getting it for the art. I'm not pulling the pigs. This is a really good one. You know, it's an action scene. You can appreciate. Oh, dude, this is dude. Come on. We'll talk about it later, but this is in front. This ain't my cup of tea. Good, but nah. This is tough. That's tough. I also put a ton of ordinaries in this stack. Trying to look at all the art here. This is pretty good too. This is also good. I'm gonna say no to this. No to the owl. Treetop Hideout. Good scene. Also liking a lot with Rescue. I like the pink. Not a lot of pink in these cards. Okay, let's look at our contenders. See if we can knock out two right off the bat. So, shoot. This is a holographic. I really want to sleeve this. Alright. Really. Okay, everybody calm down. Alright, Joust. Hamlet's Ablaze. Oh, man. I mean, let's just get this out of here. And if we're comparing these two, they're kind of similar vibes, and this one's better. So somehow, I wasn't thinking these would be the final two. But dang, if this Hamlet's Ablaze isn't a sick card. Now, both of these are in action. So they get like their own kind of points, and both of them have this amazing artwork in the back. Like, it's not just like rough detail. Like they actually went all out in every little detail. Like, you can see each piece of wood, and right, you can see the details in the castle way in the distance. And this has some particularly fun contrasts with the dark grays and the red. And this also, it has, you know, red versus purple here. And, you know, did that guy just get stabbed? Is he going to be all right? His sword's back, so maybe this was the final blow. It's also a tournament. Like, was it to the death? I don't know. There's a lot of death in just the scene of these cards themselves. Man, I'm gonna tie break this because I can't pick. I'm gonna let this win as it is the exceptional of the two, and then we'll go to these two. Now, they're both horizontal cards. This, what it lacks in detail on the left, Pond, it gains by this like feeling of awe. It has succeeded. in making me feel a real sense of beauty that isn't there. This is just a cardboard. This is just a trading card. You know what I mean? And I can feel real things from this, more so than this. But this card on the right, Tournament Grounds, it has more detail. You get all of the armor, and you get things to drool over, and then there's a castle in the back. And I don't particularly feel from this right card. So that puts it in a tough spot. These are favorites for different reasons. Ultimately, if we're pinning it in an art battle, oh man, I like this one on the right better. I don't know whether or not you can argue that this art should make you feel, but this is the one I'm picking. If I had to put one of these up as like my choice, if I'm a judge on a panel, I'm putting this first. And that's my mood today. So this is my definitive opinion for the winner of the art pack battle. How did you guys like that one? The version I did there. Let's see. I had a window up. This is a shout out to, hold on, I'll cut it. It was really important. A shout out to Will Jackson 1992, who had left a comment on YouTube and suggested that I try pinning these up against each other based on art alone without rarity playing the big factor as it used to.